I'm going to try to get in here without getting my hands in the way. Okay, I want to put this plastic cap first. You notice there's a ridge on one side. See how it pooches up? I want that facing down. Okay, I don't want it facing up like this because then it's going to be hard to get the cap snapped over that. This is designed so it raises this plastic up just a hair to allow this to go down further and snap on. Okay, so I'm going to put that on first, and I've lined this up exactly where it looks like the old one was. Okay, I'll put that on there, and before I put the nut on, and see, that was fine leaving those old ones on there. Sometimes they cut them so short that you have a hard time finding them, or they don't stick up far enough. Okay, so now I got a metal washer. Put that on there, and I've got the nut, and let's see if I can do this. I'm kind of standing on my head trying to get this on so that my hand's not in the way of you. Okay. Okay, so I've got that on. And now here's the crux of the issue right now. Okay, I'm going to line that up, and I just don't want to get this too tight. You tighten it up too much, you're going to crack the porcelain. You have a chance to crack the porcelain. You don't want to do that. Okay. And so I'm going to make it snug first. I'm not going to over tighten it. And I'm going to go over to the other side. Okay. I just want it snug. Don't over tighten this. Please do not over tighten it. Okay. Before I do that anymore, I'm going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. Now you can't really see this one, okay? But I'm going to leave that rolling so you can see kind of the idea. Here's my plastic cap. I fit that on there. I've got my metal washer. I've got my nut. Okay. Put that on there. And I'm trying to center the plastic underneath the washer, and I've done that. And I'm going to take my wrench. I just have a crescent wrench, this little baby crescent wrench, and it's called a spanner wrench too. Okay, and I'm going to tighten that down snug. Okay. It's kind of a feel. You just don't have to go too much, but yet you want to get it, you've got to get it tight enough so that the toilet is not going to rock when I get done. And you're going to want to do a little test on that, especially if you're going to caulk it. Okay. And once you caulk that, it shouldn't rock at all, because that's going to bond it right down to the toilet or down to the floor. Okay. Now let's see how our shim is doing. Remember, I put a shim in right there. It feels nice and tight. And if I thought it was sticking out too far, I could take another one and maybe just get it in a little bit. Use that as a hammer. Okay. That way, when I put my caulking in there, I don't hit that, and I don't want that exposed. That bottom edge is only about ½ an inch thick. Okay, then it's hollow under there, so you don't want to push this in too far, else you're going to go too far. Okay, I think that's the only one we really need. So let's do the test. I'm going to turn this off real quick, get it reset up, and I'll kind of tell you what I do next. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.